Hey, welcome to another episode. And I'm joined by sXizie. What's happening, dog?
I'm all good, my guy. It was my birthday this weekend, so yeah.
Oh, when,
It's
dog?
yeah. I was on when Sunday yesterday
Oh, was
was
yesterday?
good.
Ah, man,
Yeah.
happy belated, dog. Why didn't you? Because now you don't have social media, bro. Like, you see if I
I
followed you.
anti. I'm anti. I'm anti. I'm anti. I'm anti.
Even you
It
didn't
was
even
good, my guy.
post, but you didn't even post on WhatsApp, dog.
Nah, it was good. It
Nah,
was time
then.
with the family. It was good. It was
Yeah,
like low key. Thoroughly enjoyed it
yeah.
for the first time in a very long time.
Oh,
It was good. It was good.
I know
It
he's a
gives you
dog. Is.
yeah, you spend time with just the family and the kids, and they enjoy the birthday more than you. It gives you perspective. It gives you a different
Yeah.
perspective. But yeah, it
Uh,
was a good weekend.
no. I know that, man. Happy belated, my G. And yeah,
Thank you, my
dog.
guy.
Hey, yeah, and at least, I'll start off with your team, since the theme of the show is blue. Like, I mean, at least they made your birthday weekend, by winning 2-1. No,
It was
2-0, not
sporting wise. Yeah, it was
2
2 We
0
didn't
no.
concede. Yeah,
2-0,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Sport wise,
Yeah,
it was an epic weekend of. I think the
yeah.
guys that are betters, they had a funny weekend. But yeah,
They did.
I'm loving what my side is doing. In that
Yeah,
there's a lot of turmoil going on around the club, but one they
yeah.
very much focus on what is going on the pitch. There are no going the other side, and there are no players that are not showing commitment. Whoever is chosen for the side
Yeah.
performs.
I
It was yeah. I thoroughly enjoyed watching them play.
I feel like your coach is trying to build another triangle, you know, instead of just being one dimensional, relying on Abu Havertz. He's also trying a new approach with Lukaku's inclusion, because I feel like, out of the full 90 minutes, I mean, you guys were solid. You were in control of the game. They were.
Yeah,
I don't. Middlesbrough didn't cause you any sort of issues. It was
concerns.
just
And look at the end
nothing.
of the
Yeah,
FA Cup. FA Cup
yeah,
is a slippery competition, because you get these
yeah,
teams that they're playing in second division, and to
yeah,
them it's Wembley. They are gonna go to Wembley for the semifinals and the finals, and the amount of money that is involved.
yo,
So yeah, they might just show up and guess what? You knocked out, and I think in Middlesbrough knocked out Man United, and they
and
knocked out
then
another team, and then
Tottenham.
yeah, in Spurs, and yeah, Spurs.
Yeah, yeah,
So you best be careful of trying out a new formation, with the side that knocked out Tottenham. Okay, was an extra time goal, but still,
yeah,
you don't want to be that team with Middlesbrough made it to the final or made it to the semi-final by beating United, Spurs, and Chelsea.
yeah,
But yes, formation. Um, I think when Lukaku came in, and I
yeah,
know Mike is watching, and he'll attest to this. I think we
yeah,
all thought he's going to be the focal point, and then we're going to play around him.
yeah,
But that didn't work out so well.
yeah,
And to be honest, I'm loving the flexibility that our manager is showing, in that he hasn't
yeah,
given up on Lukaku as a player, and
yeah,
he's not making him a competition, like a cup specialist, but he's
yeah.
trying to infuse him into our team so that we've got a different style of play. Because to be one dimensional sometimes
Hmm.
works, and this is City. City is one
Yeah,
dimensional. City will always keep the ball. Like literally, they don't change their style of play no matter who they playing. They actually make the opponent change their style of play to go right ahead and counteract their style of play. But their style of play is keep the ball, and that's it.
yeah,
But yeah, with us, it's always good having a follow-on plan, if you want to call it that, plan B,
yeah,
because some sides don't have a plan B. Like some
yeah.
sides don't
True.
have a plan B.
At all, if one does, if what they normally, if the regular tactics don't work, it's gates. Yeah, and
Then it takes them. Yeah, they you can see that the players are
yeah,
frustrated in that. So take for instance, But you can't use. Let's use Liverpool. I think Liverpool's style of play is a bit different in that their players are very interchangeable. So they're more like they play to the system more than they change the system. But yeah, it just goes to if sometimes a plan B is required, which is a different style of play, and
Yeah.
Lukaku gives us that. I would
Yeah,
have
I know
loved
it
for him to
does.
be. I would have loved for him to be the player, as in attack wise, but that doesn't seem to be happening. I'm hoping at some point that's going to change. I haven't given up on him. I honestly haven't. But I think the way that Kai Havertz is holding the fort in the front and leading the attack, it's difficult to put in a word for Lukaku.
Yeah, but would you take Utami Abraham back? Because I'm not sure if you saw
I
he
think I think yeah
played
no
extremely well against Lazio.
I think the Serie A is a very different league. And it's very easy to say, well, you've made it in Serie A, you should make it in the Premier League. Um, I think Utemi is the way that things happened. He's a victim of his own success. And to be honest, I don't think he's ready for prime time for a team like
Feature.
Chelsea, where game in, game out, he's expected to deliver. Look at Dybala at Juve. Brilliant,
Yeah.
brilliant, brilliant, brilliant prospect. But Juve was just too big for him.
Now I feel like
And
when they signed Ronaldo, that's when the wheels came off. Because when he played with the Pogba and Abu Pirlo, Dybala was on fire. Even on
he was
FIFA, bro.
unplayable. Yeah.
Yeah, it was unplayable. But it just shows you that system is key, CJ, bro. At the end of the day, it really is key. And yeah, man, it was great seeing the top teams do well. And yeah, your
Just
former
just
your
just
former
just
coach.
on
Yeah, sorry, I
just
don't.
just on just on Dybala. Now you saw that
Yeah,
he's gonna walk away as a free agent.
yeah, a
And
lot of yeah.
I'd
This is gonna
love
be the
for him
most.
to come.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's going to be the most free agent walk thingy transfer period, because a lot of
Mhm.
players, high quality
Top
players, are going to be
players,
available on the free.
dude,
Yeah,
on a free dog. Like that's the thing, Umpan. And that's why I don't want. I really hope my team doesn't fall for that trap. I hope we go back to our old principles, and our old principles is to not fall for baits like that. We need to move the
the
way. Yeah,
Dybala is a nice trap. Dybala is a
he
very
is.
nice trap.
He is,
Because I'm
dog.
looking at if he had to come to England, and I look at the top 8 teams right now, like as the
Mm-hmm.
log is, um, where would he go and he will thrive? Because you've got the likes of Arsenal, Spurs, West Ham. Those are looking for players that are just almost there. That will just take them to
Yeah,
the next level. And if he does succeed, if the boy does succeed and he comes right in England, he's going to be a
yeah.
bit of a problem. And then
I
I ask
think,
myself,
yeah,
is
yeah.
would Man United be willing to take that bet
No,
on him?
I feel like Dybala would flourish at City.
But City's not
Dybala would
looking.
excel. Yeah, but I'm
At
just
Spurs,
saying. Yeah,
yeah, at
I'm just
Spurs,
saying. At Spurs, Bentancur, Son. I'm thinking about balance. Where will he play at Spurs? Wide, because he's not a wide player. So he's not like a Son. He's not quick. He's essentially he's got decent pace. It's just that he can finish with Dybala. Dybala's strength is in his finishing. And for me, he reminds me of a Guerrero. I'm not saying he's a Guerrero, but because of the stature, short,
yeah,
stocky, you know what I
and
mean?
and and yeah, the build, and
The
he's also
build,
from that part of the world.
he's left footed, he's got power for days, you know what I mean? And he can also play tiki taka. He can suit the passing game ACT, in my opinion. So for me, I think if you'd go there, he'd score goals, bro. A lot of them, bro. They'll play him as a striker. He's essentially would be a false nine, because for me, I see Dybala as a number 10, but he can score as many goals as a striker can. So for me, at City, dude,
Just imagine him,
yeah.
Son, and Harry Kane. Because I don't know if you watched the Harry
Mm.
Kane, if you watched the Spurs game, Harry Kane was
Mm.
on fire this weekend. Yeah,
Mm, 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 mm,
I
He
was
saved
kicking
my
myself.
week. He saved my
I was
game week,
kicking
man. I
myself.
captained him.
Why? So I was thinking, it's like, no, man, I should get him. I don't get him. I get Son. And I was like, but it's Spurs. You never know, like, how
Which
they're gonna
one?
play.
That's the
I don't get
thing.
both.
They're like, you see, that's part of the reasons why they're like Man United. It's a team that's still finding itself. You see, teams that have found themselves, have you noticed their players genuinely do well? Liverpool, if you've got Salah, they do well. Salah does well. And Arsenal are beginning to be a team where you can rely on their pieces because Saka got 3 points. So for me, that's how I also sometimes gauge. I know I use the
Just
eye test most of the time, but
yeah,
FPL also gives you an indication, dog. If your player is getting you points a lot of the times, genuinely means that your team is playing well. If they don't get you points, that means your team isn't playing well. Yeah, but anyway,
Arsenal,
yeah,
Arsenal has me very conflicted. There was a
yeah,
point where Arsenal, even if you didn't support Arsenal, you would watch them for just the game that they play,
yeah.
and then they kind of lost their way.
Mm.
Um, well, I'm speaking of the time Sakalabo Nasri, Fabregas, that time where you would enjoy the one touches, and there's a goal that Jack Wilshere scored. I don't know if you recall that goal
Hey, I
where it was
remember
I'm a
that
pass,
one.
like literally
Yeah,
they were just passing it all over, and next thing it was a goal. You'd watch them
yeah,
for that,
yeah.
but like nothing came off it because came crunch time, they always like they will always crumble.
Yeah,
But now, hey, dude, now they
they're
back.
playing
Oh,
well.
okay. As I was saying, they lost their way, but like now, I can see them. If I give them a season, hey, they're gonna be a problem.
They
They
are
are
gonna be a
going to be.
problem.
They're gonna be gunning for the top three. They are gonna be
Yeah,
a problem.
they're gonna be a problem. They almost probably gone for the domestic cups as well. Because at the end of the day, even though you're rebuilding, you can still collect trophies in the process. So
Very true. I
yeah,
think
bro.
the one thing they need
Yeah,
to address is their depth in their squad,
yeah.
because they don't have a plan B. And I don't know what's
Mhm.
happening with the Lacazette, because remember Lacazette is going to be available
On
end
a
of
free,
the season on a free.
on a
Are they
free.
going to keep him? Have they offered him?
Yeah.
What's going to happen? And because if they sell him, or no,
Mhm.
not sell him, if he walks away, who is replacing him?
Haaland.
I don't think Haaland. I don't think, in as much as Arsenal are going to have Champions League, Arsenal, I
Mm.
don't see them breaking the bank. I
Yeah, that's
don't,
true. That's true. That's true.
because
I'm
he's
just
gonna
playing.
mess up. Yeah, he's
Yeah,
gonna mess up
wage
their pay.
structure.
They pay the way. Yeah, he's gonna
Yeah,
properly mess
yeah.
it up. Because last I
Yeah.
checked, rumor has it is the boy wants plus minus 500 a week.
Fuck that, dog. You see, for me, even United, we mustn't even go for that, dog. And like, let's go abroad, for a change. Let's talk about La Liga. I'm not sure if last night you watched that cracker of a game. For me, it was one-sided, yes, but my goodness, the way
Chavi,
Barcelona,
Chavi,
woo,
Chavi made my birthday. I'm not gonna lie, I did not
yo,
see that one. I didn't. Like
no
literally,
one did, dog.
yeah. If you look at the couple of weeks that Madrid have had, start from the PSG game
Mm,
and just watch how they literally can tear any team apart like
dude.
that. Next thing you two nil down. Next thing the game is over, and
Yeah,
they've done they've done their thing.
yeah.
Then come Barcelona, Xavi's Barcelona. Because think about it, also just put this into context. You're talking about a Barcelona that is playing Europa Thursday night football
Dude,
against a side that is playing Champions League football.
my G. Like for me, like it's crazy. I wanna share that there's an image you sent on the group, bro. I'm not sure if you can see, but about Benzema, bro.
Something that I saw that
Yo,
and I thought, no man, that can't be true. You can't, in as much as Barcelona is crap, you
yeah,
cannot at 4 a.m. playing FIFA and you've got a game. No.
duh.
If this is if honestly, if this, because it was posted by ESPN,
Yeah,
the Twitter account,
yeah,
and
yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, get the hell out. A lot of fines have to be issued.
Yeah, because really, dude, like ESPN now very reputable. So yeah, for what Benzema said, yeah, and this is someone, of course, who has, I think he's the guy who's played the longest. It's either him or Marcelo. Oh no, it's Marcelo actually. Marcelo started in like 2006, so Benz came like, you know, he came before Cristiano Ronaldo, no Benzema. Yeah, he came
Yeah,
before
he's
Cristiano
always, yeah.
Ronaldo. Yeah,
When Cristiano came in, he changed his
mhm,
style of play to suit having that star
yeah,
player.
yeah. But like you see what I'm saying, man. I agree with you, Benzema, dog. That's what I felt. Like the Barca were meant to win like 9-0, like Aubameyang. And that's the thing. People, when you look at the scoreline, you think Aubameyang had a fire game. But in my opinion, he missed
No,
sitters.
he had a
He had
dude.
a bad game, dog, in my
They
opinion.
He should
Yo,
have
yo, yo,
gotten a
yo.
hat trick. He should have gotten a hat trick.
First
There's the
half,
first
dog.
chance. Yeah, first half. There's a chance that
Yeah,
he had. I think it's on the 20th minute. I could be
yeah.
wrong. Where
It
a
was the
cross
first,
came in and there was no defender, and he
dog.
made our old keeper Lucas Stark.
Courtois. Dude, that
Yeah,
was
and
straight
then
at Courtois.
the commentator said Courtois is the best goalkeeper in the world right now. I'm like, get the fuck out of
You see what I'm
here.
saying? Mendy, the disrespect that your goalkeeper gets, guy, it's incredible. It is
I
incredible.
think I'm at the point where I'm at the point where when it comes, and this is going to sound very, very wrong, when it
Mm,
comes to players of color,
yeah,
it reminds me of that Chris, is it Chris Tucker or Chris, one of the comedians, where he said his street where he stayed, like in the area that he stays in,
yeah,
his street, his neighbors with Michael Jackson, Prince, Michael Jordan,
yeah,
thingy, and his white neighbor is a dentist.
yeah. I remember. That was Chris Rock. Chris Rock. Yeah,
Chris Rock, yeah. So I
yeah,
just look at it that way. In that for you, you must be exceptional, and even if you are exceptional, there's still question marks around you. Mendy has time and time again proven in the continent his continent that most countries, oh sorry, most continents don't look up to. He's shown that he's the best right now. In England, club football, he's shown that he's the best. But there's never a conversation around him being the best keeper.
yeah. No, that's
You
true.
look at at N'Golo Kante, and N'Golo Kante, I think time and time again, he's the one player that everyone is like gotten to the point that he's N'Golo. But like
Yeah, like,
when he was on the up, there were still questions as who's the best midfielder.
mm,
But
yeah.
he's proven it in the last couple of seasons that he is the best.
Yeah, true, 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 true. It just shows you eye test wins, bruh. Statistically, Mane, I mean, sorry, Kante is not someone who, especially attacking stats, will, post a lot of goals, a lot of assists, but he is someone whose role is very, very pivotal. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But I
And
think
so,
also on just back on Madrid, I think Madrid have killed
yeah.
Hazard.
Shame.
There's nothing
Shame.
there.
Yeah, like, I don't think Ancelotti rates him, yeah. This guy says, Kutlano says Barcelona is not bad. They just beat Real Madrid 4-0. For me,
Yeah, I
my
think Kutlano is hurting.
I think it is. I
If you look
think
at Barca, their last couple of games, they're on the up and they're
I'm a
playing
four
some
by
entertaining
four.
football. I'm a
Dude,
4x4.
I'm a 4x4. Everyone is just catching 4 goals, bruh. And Pedri, dog, and Gavi. You see, Barcelona pretty much went back to their old principles, Sihle. They stopped buying these luxury players. They were like, you know what, guys, let's fix the what is it? Is it the La Masia? Nah, La
La Messiah.
Masia. And
Yeah,
then the old president left, he left, and then they got a new president.
yeah. That guy that
And
guy that guy didn't understand finances. The old president.
yeah, the
He
old
didn't
president
understand
didn't.
finances.
And then after that, they got rid of the players who were chowing a huge bulk of the wage bill,
Wage. Yeah.
and they sign players who are so excited, like Memphis. Memphis is excited to play for a team like Barca. He's someone who will turn up. And then after that, they got Adama back, and then of course Pierre-Emerick
Aubameyang,
Aubameyang.
yeah.
And I was even telling the gents, yes, Aubameyang is a finisher, of course, but I feel like any striker, decent striker, would score a lot of goals at Barca because of how many chances they create, bruh. Like, bro, like Barca were meant to win by a huge scoreline. Pedri and Gavi and who's this Busquets, they were running the show, dog. I couldn't believe what I was seeing.
Yeah. Busquets is he just matures like fine wine. He's old. He's old, but like my guy, he's dude, still
captain's armband.
I rate him. I just can't remember the striker that Barcelona bought back from City. His name is gonna come up. I just forgot his name.
Ferran Torres.
Yes.
Did you see the fourth goal, bruh? Let's turn the guy. Oh, bro, that heel, my G. Oh.
And I think the one thing we can take away from the 4-0 is the real Aubameyang stood up.
Yeah, no, he did. I feel like he's there to prove a point. I'm not sure if he saw his tweet. He threw jabs at people who doubted him. So he's got like, remember Goku used to do instant transmission.
Yeah.
There
was
yeah. So he put that, like he even celebrated like that, to show people that he's back. Because the I think was it the fourth goal, the chip, with his weaker foot, dog, with the left foot, the confidence, the audacity to do that.
Yeah, and then they called it offside, and then the players didn't defend, and then now the thing is like you always play to the whistle. It's like, well, they just nudge the player to be offside. But yeah, I think it goes back to the players that you were speaking on, where you say there's certain players that have a point to prove, and in them having a point to prove, they can take the team to the next level. Aubameyang has always been a character, and I think a lot of a lot of managers, like Tuchel, when he was playing under him, he understood the type of character that he was dealing with. And then you've got someone who's running kind of like a military style, where I'm the gaffer, I tell you what to do and you do it. That is who's the Arsenal manager, because he gets it from Pep, and he does Arteta. And it honestly, in as much as I get where he's coming from, where he's showing that I'm the manager, it doesn't really have anything to show being the manager besides being second to the best manager in the world and an FA Cup. So let's call it that, and an FA Cup, because as a player, I don't think he won it. And as a player, I don't think he won either the Champions League nor did he win the league.
No. It's from Everton.
But anyway, that's but anyway, that's besides the point. It's a matter of just understanding the type of player that he is. And I look at Arsenal right now, they could do with that type of player to take them just one notch up. Arsenal stock price is on the up, my guy. And if you are not careful, if Man United is not careful, and Spurs, Arsenal is going to be really challenging for the top three. Well, the real top three, which is your City, your Liverpool, and your Chelsea. Next season, they're really going to be pushing. If they can get...
but you see, Arsenal did what Barca did. Go back to their old principles. You know what I mean?
But now, Ufunuksha copy and paste, and then...
No.
And you think it's going to work. It's a huge gamble, my guy. It's a huge gamble.
It is, but I think it can work. I certainly believe in structure, system over everything. That's just my opinion. In any sport, bruh. Like, I've seen it even with basketball. My Celtics, they are flourishing. They are on another level because of just the system change. That's all, bruh. And
it's a huge gamble. And also,
it's a gamble,
what kind of manager
I'm winning. Sorry.
I can't remember the last time El Classico didn't matter. Matt, I totally agree with you. Even at DSTV, they weren't pushing it as they used to, because I think it Derby in El Clasico, they used to push it like they will have documentaries running from like Monday right up until Sunday, where they're
Yeah.
showing either old matches, they're showing interviews. But this time around, it was an El Clasico. And I think the Spanish league. I think, Matt, you had posted that the Spanish league is dead. It's not really dead. It's on its knees. It's not entertaining. I think they've peaked because there was a point where they had the best players in the world, and now they've reached that peak, and now they need to regenerate. Well, they need to generate new star players. And they've got star players in your Pedri and your Gavi. Because I tried to think, it's like, how much would you value those boys right now? Just those two boys.
Because they're kids, bro.
Guy.
They're writing maths paper 3, dog. Like kids, that's how young they are. And then they controlling the midfield, dog. It took us back to the Xavi and Iniesta days, bro. Like, and they're so composed.
You remember Pedri in the Olympics? Bro. Where he played the whole season. He didn't miss a game the previous season. And then he went and played in the Olympics. After the Olympics, he came back to play for his side. And I'm like, if it was a Rashford would have asked for 2-3 weeks just for him to enjoy himself. But anyway, I won't talk about Man United.
Yeah, and as well, let's also talk about the improvements, dog. Like when you look at players like De Jong, Freaky De Jong was on the verge of leaving the club. Ousmane Dembele was on the verge of leaving the club. Look at them now. Dembele, bro, was...
You speak on Dembele. You speak on Dembele. Dembele is one player that frustrates me. The German Dembele was unplayable. Whenever he decided to...
And he was only like 19, dog. 19.
So I feel when he made the move to Barca, he felt like he's made it. But meanwhile, there was so much that was expected of him. And I don't think he is lived up to the expectation.
Oh no, of course. I think there's a player in him with Dembele. Like there really is. It's just that he just needs to be consistent. You see, yesterday's performance was a very solid performance. It was a solid one. I mean, Aubameyang, the first goal and the corner, he was just a menace. Nacho was seeing flames on the right-hand side of the field, And yeah, man. Like,
but you're right. There is a player in there. But I think the injuries also. It'll be interesting if there was a lecture on what these injuries do mentally to the confidence of these players.
Yeah.
Because if you think about it, if there's one player take to the world, it's Pedri. Even if we lose Salah, get Pedri, I'll be happy. Shivar, you're very hopeful. The boy is too expensive. Your side, Liverpool, doesn't pay those type of wages. This boy is going to be very expensive. I think Pedri is, as is right now, he is probably 130, if not 140 to 150 million player with a 400,000 rand per week wage bill.
Yeah, and as well as a huge release clause. These Spanish teams, though, like they'll hit you with the release clause. That's insane. That that ties up a player. Yeah.
If I recall, his release clause is 1 billion.
Listen to that. That's fucking insane.
No, not rands. It's
euros.
It's 1 billion euros. Yeah.
That's insane, man. That is crazy, dog. So he's pretty much gonna stay there. Yeah.
Nah, he's gonna stay there. I was paying attention to your boy Vinicius. That boy can dribble.
Dude, Vinicius is nice. Vinicius is nice, dog.
Yeah,
me and Flair players, dog. Me and Flair players, dog. For me, dog, I'm all about Flair.
I was paying close attention to him. He is he's a star.
Yeah, he is.
But you could tell he was missing
Benzema. But for me, sXizie, dog, like losing one player, can it be that much? Can it be that detrimental, dog, to the squad?
Okay, so
just
Real Madrid's last 3 games. Okay, Real Madrid's last 3 games. I'll include the Champions League. It was his show.
Yeah.
As in the game against PSG, it was Uncle Benzema's show, where he literally he was that player that changed the game. Okay.
Yeah.
And I think they played they played Alves. I can't remember if Benzema they won 3-0. Yeah, Alves. Yeah, I think they won 3-0 there. I can't remember whether he scored. So he's been consistent, and
Yeah.
you can't replace a player like that.
Yeah. That's true. That's true. That's true. That's true.
You you can't replace a player like that.
Yeah.
Barca did that
Y-
because Pedri came from the academy. The price is not real inflation for the sake of it. Yeah, no, yeah, it's
Yeah.
exactly that. It's
Yeah.
exactly
No. No.
that.
No. 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 Real talk. Real talk. Right there, man. It is what it is.
No, but like
And
if
it's
you think
what.
about it,
Yeah. Sorry.
they've put in they've put in the work to groom the player to be the player that he is,
Yeah.
even though
It
the
is.
talent was there. I mean, think about it. How much would you have priced Pete Messi? Because he came
Mm.
from the academy. So
Damn.
it's one of those. You're right, Mitch. They're just pricing him out of the market.
Yeah, no, no, purposely, dog. Because I know Pedri's special, even for his country. That's another thing. I mean, even for Spain, he's up there as the best players. And you kind of, I used to wonder why Thiago Alcantara would bench for Spain, but now I kind of get why. This kid is just special. It's
Mr.
just,
Thumbs Up.
yeah, 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 yeah. But I like that guy, Bryce. Press ruthless. In his Bayern
Um,
days, he was
Nah,
man.
buy him days. That's where buy him days. That's when he used to show up. That's when
Yeah,
he was literally he was smooth. He's one of those players that you can just admire because when he
yeah.
gets the ball, literally his first touch, and he creates so much of time when he has the ball. And that's
Mm.
one thing that most of these players struggle with, creating time.
Hmm.
Because remember,
That's
if
true.
you're playing a team that presses very hard, it's very
Yeah,
hard for you to trap the ball, have a look around. But
yeah,
at Bayern, he used to just do that easily.
yeah. No, no, that's true. That is so true, dude. And then, dog, in closing, bro. In closing, your boy Frank. What's happening, dog? What's happening to Frank,
I think
dog?
I mentioned this. He's got the exact opposite of what Barcelona have, in that
Yeah.
Barcelona had players that are either considered to be reject players and had a point to prove.
Hmm.
With Frank, he's got the exact opposite. It's reject players that are brilliant, that have kind of forgotten that they're brilliant, and they just don't want to show up.
Yeah.
Frank has got a very good side. Like
He
everything
does.
is, let's not lie,
On
everything
paper.
attack
He's
wise
solid. Yeah.
on paper they are solid. Um,
Yeah. Fat
but Frank is going down. Nah,
friend.
I don't think he's going down.
Yeah.
I think he can this weekend's game he can use that as an excuse. Which is the focus is more on surviving the axe.
Hmm.
Excuse the pun. But to be honest, to be honest, it's going to be a very tough run for them. And I think I don't think one manager. I don't know whether it's because of his skin color that we are not paying much respect to. I know this is his
V.
first proper gig.
Yeah.
Oviera,
Right.
oh my guy.
V.
I made a
Yeah.
joke. I made a joke
Right.
the other time, and you laughed it off. Can you
Yeah.
imagine Vieira with? Can you imagine Vieira at United? I know you hate him. You hate him, like hate him.
Nah, I don't have anything wrong with him. You know me. I'm like Cis Fabregas. Cis Fabregas is one of my favorite midfielders of all time. And he played for Arsenal. So for me, I have no beef with Vieira. Vieira was an exceptional baller in his days,
But
dude. And
you
as
wouldn't
a
take the
manager,
chance. You wouldn't take
uh,
the chance of having him as a coach.
if Reinik says that Vieira must pull through, I trust Reinik enough to give Vieira a chance. Personally, that's just me.
The one thing Vieira has done
Mm,
at Palace, and I hope Palace they're gonna have to fight tooth and nail.
yeah,
Yeah. Vieira. Nah, I said it beginning of the season. I think there's
yeah,
a
you
video
did.
that we did, and I was talking about Vieira. I said he's gonna surprise a lot of people.
That's true.
I think Palace have to fight tooth and nail to keep him as a manager, because the project that is starting there, he's relieved the pressure of Uzaha,
Yeah,
which was the one problem, in that whenever Zaha didn't show up, Palace didn't exist. And right now, they're not a Wilfred Zaha team. Right now, there's a couple of players. Eze is a brilliant player. They've got, who's this boy? Gallagher. I don't know if he got his English call up. Oh, I feel he deserves it. That Mateta boy.
Yeah, my Teta dog.
Up. Yeah.
Hey, this guy's
So
got technical ballers, bro.
thank you, and they understand. They literally they didn't play
Yeah.
with Everton. They literally, from the first 20 minutes, it was cast in stone that Everton is out.
Dude, it was terrible. It was terrible. And I like
Has the match has the thing has the draw out? I must have missed it. Against Chelsea. Yeah, if Chelsea face Palace, it's going to be a cracker. It's
it will.
And
we're all gonna be
we thoroughly enjoyed. I don't know if is the thing out.
Yeah.
Let's check. The draw out.
And the FA Cup.
Yeah. I missed this. So it's Palace. Yeah, so it's Palace, Chelsea, Man City, and
Liverpool.
Shivar. Yeah, Shivar, what's going to happen, my guy?
Yeah. It's going to be interesting. Yo.
Yeah.
It's going to be
I don't think any of the draws are guaranteed. I don't think so. I don't. Yeah. I rate Chelsea's chance. Yeah. But in the back of my mind, I know what Vieira has, and I know the advantage that we have is I don't think Gallagher can play for his parent club.
He can't. Nah, he can't.
Thank you. So
this guy, hey,
yeah.
No,
you have to calculate these things because the Man City, the Man City Liverpool one. Ooh, that's going to be an interesting game. But yeah, I'll see between City and who I'm seeing in the final. And I'd hate to lose in the final on penalties because there will be our second final losing in penalties. If it's Liverpool, it's going to hurt even more. Let's see what happens.
Oh, this is a shot at you, Sixley. We can't rely on
Chelsea to knock City out. So
we might as well do it ourselves. Hey,
and remember, this is the same City that is speaking about that we in the biggest club stage in Europe we beat them. But anyway, I'll let you shine, Shivar. I'll let you shine.
Yeah. But are you confident that you'll win it though? Are you confident?
I'll win the game against Palace. Confident, but I've got my
reservations.
Palace might Zaha might decide to show up and be the star, but you never know. It's a cup game, guy. You can't thingy.
Imagine Vieira winning this, bro. Oh my goodness.
His stock price
is gonna go up, bro. With Palace, even he'll be a club legend, bro. Automatically, like when lost at Palace,
if he gets them to the final, they'll celebrate him. They'll honestly celebrate him. And I think this is for my keyboard warrior Shivar. Man City is going to show up because Man City want to end in the final and Man City want to do the quadruple. So be very wary of Man City.
No worries, bro. Yeah. So man, from a footballing standpoint, I feel like we've covered everything, dog. Like, did you wanna talk about anything else other than?
That's
pretty much.
Let me see what happened. Formula One. We need to talk about Formula One. I thoroughly enjoyed that. A lot of people have missed Red Bull fans. But the noisy Ferrari Scuderia fans are back. Ferrari fans are back.
And they've got
my timeline. My timeline is red or black. We back, and I'm like, calm down. It's one race.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, it's going to be a very quiet week for us sports fan. The international break. Fuck, I hate that.
But
one game we have to look forward to is
there's the cricket. I mean, we're playing against Bangladesh on Wednesday. So
cricket South Africa, my guy. The racist ways I gave up on them. I was a huge fan. The racist way put me off. cricketers.
But Zitle, you still a fan though. You still a fan.
I'm still deep down. I'm still a fan, but I'm just like it hurts me to say it, but I'm like, nah. I'm patriotic deep down, but I hate what they've done to my beautiful game. Like right now, I'd rather watch the West Indies play than watch the Proteas.
Yeah. Wow, that's insane. Damn. I still watch the
Plus
Proteas.
Bafana is playing France.
Yeah,
I don't know if you saw
even that.
If you saw the French team, they're not playing. They're not playing. They literally want the best of the best.
Dude, I wish they were coming here. Dude, I was like, if only they were here in SA, dog. But that's gonna be a game, bro. But dog is gonna watch, dog. I feel like we're gonna play well, bro. I feel like Hugo
is a real boss, my guy. He's taking us. We're going forward.
Exactly.
I haven't been excited by a Bafana coach in a
long time, bro. Ever since we hired Hugo, bro. Same here. I watch Bafana games now, bro. I actually see what's going on the pitch now. There's identity. There's discipline. That's the most important thing, bro. Like in the past,
and the way that he's liking these young boys that are coming up, like young boys that don't have a big head,
ego,
and whenever they play, they give it their all. I'm enjoying that.
That's what I also like, bro. It's the passion. The passion is back, bro. And yeah, man. It's gonna be an interesting game.
Don't take it back to the Ilangas of this world, and that's what Man United need to do. Man United is dead. And there's a clip that I want to save. There's a clip that I want to save. I said to you, I said to you, I don't know if you recall, I said to you, if Spurs, Arsenal, and West Ham finished above you, what are you gonna do? And you said, nah, you're taking it too far now. It's not
West Ham is not.
Have you seen the log? Have you seen the log, Machi? Show us the log.
The log. What log, Doug?
The EPL log.
I think my PC just froze. Let me.
It's fine. Leave it. And I promise you, I watch West Ham. I think West Ham, they're tired, and the international break comes in at the right time for their players just to recoup and whatnot. And then when they come in, it's the run in. It's the final run in. It's going to be tricky for you if you're not careful. If Man United is not careful, West Ham is going to finish above you.
The West Ham is not finishing above us.
That's what you said.
Yeah, they're not. West Ham can forget it. Though. It's not gonna happen. No,
so let's see. Happen. Forget the top three. You look at 4th, 5th, and 6th games. Okay, Arsenal, they've got gang games in hands. So actually, it's one game.
One game.
Well, it's two. West Ham, they've messed themselves over. They've got
West
one game.
West Ham can relax. Can relax.
Fine. You'll qualify. You'll qualify for the Confederation, or that what is it called?
Nah, don't I qualify for Europa since I'm second? Let's check the green. It's Conference League.
Conference League. Oh my guy. I crap you not. And when I come into the season, if Spurs and Arsenal finish above you, I'm gonna laugh at you, man. I'm going to laugh at you. Because that's going to be cold.
Yeah, man. Oh shit.
Yeah. Now it dawns on you what's happening. Everton, they'll survive. They've got I think if they can win their next 2 games, they should be good.
Yeah, and then look, bro.
I think the writing is on the wall. It's City, Norwich, Burnley, and Watford. Those are the teams that if Arsenal finish above Chelsea, it's not gonna happen. Match. It's not going to happen. Tuchel wouldn't allow that to happen. If it does happen, Shivara's conference match. If it does happen, we won't have a manager. Oh crap, we don't have an owner that fires. Yeah, because our previous owner didn't play games. Our current owner. If Arsenal finish above us, Tuchel has to vacate his position because we're far better than Arsenal.
I know my cheat. Okay, I know it's fine. I had my cheat, dog. we've come to the end of the show. Thank you so much, my G, for availing yourself. And yeah, let's just hope Bafana does the things for us.
I know. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the Bafana game, and then it's going to be a very quiet weekend. Might as well do some chores in the house, since there isn't really much to look forward to. But yeah, it was good, my guy, and yeah.
Yeah, no doubt. Now, take care,
Very
now, my G.
confident. I
Yeah, you
take it
feel
easy, my guy.
confident. Yeah, peace, dog.